All right, it's a rainy day. What a metaphor, right? Past 2 weeks or so, especially this previous week, really a lot of rain that rained down a lot of plans, goals, aspirations, hopes of many, many people, not only from employees, employers, business owners. So really, it's tough. It's really, really tough. And so when you throw in this challenge, there's only really one way to kind of overcome it. And so with this video and probably another two videos, I want to really explain to you my process to overcome these challenges. It's not for the faint of heart, but the first thing you really have to do is really gain a whole new, get perception of actually what is really truly going on. And what I mean by that is that whatever has happened, it has happened. It is what it is. And then you have to realize it's either good or bad. It is what it is. There's no state of emotion. You can't say anything about it. It's just an obstacle, and it is what it is, and you have to accept that. Now, once you kind of are able to get that in your head that it has happened, whatever, how bad or good, it doesn't matter, but you accept what has happened, then you'll be able to move on. And basically, what you have to do is really just remove yourself from the situation where you're not so emotional, right? Take myself from this chair and I look down onto what's actually happening. What does it look like? What is actually truly happening? And then start to ask yourself questions about not why questions, but how and what questions. How can I do things differently to get out of this situation? How can I do things better to avoid the situation in the future? What can I do now to propel me forward? What is my main priority as I am now no longer working? What is my main priority in terms of action items that I have to do in order to get back to my business operating in a correct way? You got to remove yourself from the situation, and you do that by asking questions that allows you to be very, very objective. No emotions. You can't have any emotions whatsoever. Completely objective. And so the thing is that once you start doing that, you start to turn this problem or this challenge into an opportunity. Without those questions, you can't turn it into an opportunity. Because if you're complaining, if you're not taking accountability, don't have responsibility for your actions, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And next thing you know, you're going down a cliff emotionally, mentally, and everything. Ask questions, and you'll be able to then take the opportunity, flip it on its head, and make it a challenge. Lastly, once you start doing that and you know the answers to those questions, or maybe at least some of the questions, you gotta prepare to act. Gotta prepare to act. Get ready to do it. Get ready to trudge through the mud. Get ready to grind it out, or rise and grind, as David John says in one of his books. You gotta get ready to action. The only way you get out of situations is by action. The only way you achieve goals is by action. The only way you create habits is by action. The only way you can actually do anything in life is action. So there you go. That's step number one of getting through this challenge. It's all about perception of reality, accepting it, and getting ready to start moving forward.